Great morning. You guys come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Let me release this word for July, the month of July, what God is saying. Y'all come on in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know who's here and where you are tuning in from. Great morning. I'm excited about this word. Great morning, Evelyn from River Falls, Alabama. We got the AL in the house. Welcome, welcome. My God, my God. Y'all come on in, come on in. Come on in. I know I gotta fix up my coffee. Then I gotta take my shot. I wonder if my baby gone yet. Great morning, John Michael Massey, North Carolina in the building. Come on in, NC. I gotta get it together, get it right, get it right, get it right. Make sure you go ahead and share the broadcast, I'm gonna do the same. Let me go in here and share. Let me share. You guys share for me. Yes. Thank you so much, Evelyn. I appreciate it. I'm trying to make sure I share to my husband, honey. So you guys, listen. This is the prophetic word for the month of July. Hold on a second. Let me see something. Hold on. Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm going to blank out for a minute. I'm not gone. Do not leave. Don't leave. Yeah, this is a, Mike. Yeah. Y'all hold on 1 second, though. Okay. Let me see something real quick. Hey, Christina. How are you, gorgeous? Great morning. All right. So check this out. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm trying to share. All right. Now I can share. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Where am I? Hey, Jackie. Great morning, gorgeous. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Now we in business. Now we rocking. Now we rocking. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me share to these groups real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, you guys. Boom. Okay. Listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. So last night, my hubby and I, we went to the movies, right? We had date night. We trying to be good about making sure that we make time for each other. We have that built-in time. So anyway, we went to the movies. We were originally going to see Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, right? That was the original plan, but I took too long. And so because I took too long, we ended up going to see Guardians of the Galaxy, which was good. Like, I really enjoyed it. So either way, we won. But last night we went to the movies, enjoyed the movies, and came home. I was so tired. I've been going so much. And so I finally went to bed. And this morning when I woke up, I was like, okay, God, it's the 1st of July. Normally I've released the word for the month before the month starts, right? Normally I would have done it yesterday. I didn't do it yesterday. I was going to do it later in the afternoon. I got busy and, it just slipped my mind. But this morning when I got up, God said, I'm scaling you. And I said, what do you mean, God? He said, I'm scaling you. June was a month of foundation, my God. Let me put my do not disturb on. He said June was a month of foundation, but July is a month of completion. June was a month of foundation, but July is a month of completion. God said, I'm finishing what I started. He said that whatever you have in your life that you've built the foundation for, he's going to scale it, which means that he's going to give it greater impact, greater increase. Hold on. All right. Okay. Hold on. Like he's scaling a business, right? So hold on. I'm trying to. In other words, hello, Philip, how are you? In other words, he's going to adjust us. He's going to elevate us. He's going to, you're going to be able to have greater reach. You're going to be able to do more. He's scaling us, not scaling us like when you scale fish. When you scale fish, you remove the scales from it. It's not that. Hey, woman of God. Hey, Stephanie. Thank you, baby. Good morning, boo. So he said, I'm scaling you. I'm scaling you. Literally, he has laid a foundation in the month of June. And now what we're going to be able to do in the month of July is what would normally take 3 to 6 months. In the month of July, in the 31 days of July, you're going to do what would normally take 3 to 6 months to accomplish in 1 month. And the beautiful thing is he's scaling us in July, but August is the month of new beginnings, right? August is new beginnings. Like when I tell y'all, see, I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying, right? I don't think y'all understand. When I tell y'all that God is getting ready to scale us, he's going to make a measure. He's going to make a measure that he's going to be able to grow exponentially. Okay, hold on. All right, listen. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this scaling, right? Scaling a business means setting the stage to enable and support growth in your company. Angel number 122. Scaling a business means setting the stage to enable and support growth in your company. God is setting the stage to enable and to support growth in you, your spirituality, your business, your ministry, your works. Listen, he's scaling you. He's making you scalable. It means having the ability to grow without being hampered. It requires planning, some funding, the right systems, staff, processes, technology, and partners. God said he's scaling you. He's going to put all the pieces together, all the pieces in place. Today, I felt there's some things about me, right? There's some things about me. If there's chaos around me, I'm not able to move the way I really want to move because my mind will have too much on it. Before I left, my closet, the railing failed. The thing that holds the clothes failed. I had just hung up my clothes. I want y'all to understand. I had just hung the clothes up. Had just done it. Had just finished hanging clothes up, getting my closet together, and it failed. Listen, baby, I just had a vision too. I'm gonna have to share it with you. Listen, I had just hung my clothes up, and the rack fell with all my clothes on it. The stuff that was on the top, stuff that was hanging on the shelf, it fell, right? Now, this is what I know. Everything happens for me and not to me. But the fact that that rack was down bothered me. My baby put it up. It's not going. And he has his idea of what he wants me to do. I don't want to do that, right? I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to figure out another solution. Angel number 133. And I think I got it, baby. I think I saw what we can do to make it not so heavy. I saw it. So I'll talk to you about it after the live. So right now in the guest room, which I was getting together, now I feel like I'm at ground zero. When I feel like I'm at ground zero, I get frustrated and I tend to shut down. No, we are not having a garage sale. What are you talking about? Wait, what? I shut down, right? It's challenging me for me to operate, right? So it'll spill over into other areas of my life, right? So I know I got to deal with that because I don't like not being able to just go get my clothes. I don't like that I did all that work and it failed. But listen, what if God allowed that rack to fall so that he could do something different? So that he could, because truthfully, it was turned around backwards, right? So my husband, when he put it back up, he turned it around, right? But it's got to be reinforced. I need another level of reinforcements. You know, in fact, baby, what I need is that rack. And then I need a rack that's like midway. So I can put like my shorter stuff, like my jeans, my skirts. I can put those on that rack and that rack. So everything's not on one. And then my longer stuff on the other side. Yes. Reinforcement. Come on, Stephanie. Reinforcement. So, but it's got to happen. There's some things that still got to happen in my office, like the last little bit, the last little pieces, but there are pieces that are important, right? So as these things happen, these small things, but big things, as they happen, then they will allow me to scale what I do and how I'm living. Hey, Tandria, how are you, gorgeous? See, God is scaling us this month. This month, we got to have the systems in place. We got to have the, and it's so interesting that God said that he's scaling me, that he's scaling us, because I called my girl, who's the queen of systems, right? The technically smart blonde, right? The technically smart blonde, Angie Minucci. Listen, I called Angie. I had messaged her a few days ago, and I said, Angie, girl, I need you. She said, what do you need, Dr. V? I said, I need everything. I need the whole system. She said, well, what do you already have? I said, nothing. She just started laughing. She just started laughing. But I know, and this is why I know that this word from God is an indication of what's coming. If you don't have the systems in place, then you will not be able to handle the onslaught that's coming. Listen. If you plan on being wealthy, you got to have the systems to handle the wealth. You got to have the systems to handle the people. You got to have the processes. You got to have the people in place. You got to have everything in place in order for him to be able to scale you and grow you to the place where he's going. He says, I am scaling you in the month of July. Listen, I want to read that again. I want to read that again. Let me read this. Scaling a business means setting the stage to enable and support growth. Angel number 144. Do y'all see this? Angel number 144. It means setting the stage to enable and support growth in your company. It means having the ability to grow without being hampered. It requires planning, some funding. It didn't say a lot of funding, but it said some funding, and the right systems, staff, procedures, technology, and partners. Yes, Evelyn. Mike said make room for the, absolutely. Right, Stephanie. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and look at angel number 1. Yesterday, y'all, it's too much. It's too much. I'm going to tell y'all in a minute, but let me look at angel number 144. Y'all think it's a game. It's not a game. What God is doing in you is not a game. This thing is so real. Like, it's so freaking real. Like, he has literally set you up for what he's doing, you know? And if you're not careful, you'll miss what's him scaling you. You'll miss what's him scaling you, right? So don't miss what's him scaling you. Listen, God don't always scale us the way we think. Sometimes what he'll do is he'll scale us in a way that we're not used to, so that he can funnel in what? More. Listen, check this out. Angel number 144. It's a sign from the angels that they are there with you, supporting and guiding you on your journey. It means trust in oneself. A trust you gain after working hard, focusing on what you want, and finding independence without losing key relationships. It's a sign of determination and hard work. It brings a message to prepare for future security. Hold on. It brings a message that to prepare for future security, you must focus on building a solid foundation today by taking a disciplined approach to your goals and dreams and accepting the importance of your thoughts and actions have on your reality. You can manifest your heart's desire. Y'all listen. Anytime you see the number 4, 4 represents stability, organization, patience, and trust. Listen, y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Spiritually, angel number 144 is a sign that you need to search for more balance and harmony within your life. This number is like a call from your conscience. It reminds us that our choices have consequences, so choose wisely. It can be tricky to work out what is right and what is wrong at times, especially when you aren't sure of the outcomes of a decision. But your angels want you to know that deep down you already know what you are supposed to do. Y'all, angel number 144 reminds us of the importance of the power of positive thought and action in manifesting our goals. It's a reminder that we can attain everything we desire. We just need to focus on the good and create practical processes that we can maintain as the weeks roll by. Angel number 144 is back up there. Y'all, look, I'm trying to tell y'all that God is letting us know. Praise God. God is letting us know that he's giving us, he's making us scalable. He's scaling us, which means that he's laying the foundation. The foundation was laid last month, and now it's like about organization, systems, processes, flow. That's what this month is about, so that you can scale and receive the growth that he's bringing. I hear you, God. Yesterday, I went to Tropical Smoothie. And I was going to order a particular smoothie, the Island Green, and I was going to add ginger, okay? And the young lady said, well, you could get the detox, which is the Island Green minus the sweetener plus ginger, right? And I thought about that thing. So I could either get the Island Green and add ginger, which was an extra charge, or I could get the detox that doesn't have the sweetener, right? The turbinado. It didn't have the turbinado in it, but it had the ginger. And then add the turbinado, which has no extra charge. So that's what I did. And my total was, check this out. My total was $7.77. Then it gave me the option of adding a tip, right? And so 10% of $7.77 is 77 cents. I said, listen, I'm going to tip you, but I got to do this 77. I got to do this. She was like, oh, that's fine. I had to do the 77 cents, right? Look, angel number 777 is said to be a sign of receiving divine guidance or of divine perfection. God, when I tell y'all God is perfecting some things when it comes to us, he is perfecting some things when it comes to us. He is perfecting some things when it comes to us. Right. You know what you want even when you don't know. Come on now. Come on. Great morning, April. Listen. Let me go here. Let me go here. Let me go here. Let me go here. Angel number 777 represents fullness or completeness, spiritual awakening, divine intervention, and in some cases, luck. But we know when. Okay. When this number keeps showing up in your life, it is thought to me that the angels are trying to tell you that they are with you on your journey and they want to guide you in the right direction. It's a sign of receiving divine guidance or of divine perfection. The Christian ideology of grace is represented by the 777 angel number, in that humans receive divine favor as salvation from sin. Listen, it's a representation of the connection between the soul and the spirit. It means that you're well on your way to spiritual enlightenment and your guardian angels are right by your side. It's an indication that you have reached or are about to reach an important milestone. Listen, it can also indicate that you are about to be rewarded for your recent efforts. If you feel as though you've been giving your all and you haven't seen any positive repercussions, don't lose hope. It means that your mind, body, and soul are in connection with one another. It represents inner wisdom, intuition, and self-awareness are in alignment, and that you are prepared for spiritual advancement. It's trying to tell you that the entire universe, everything, is on your side and rooting for your relationship to grow. Do you know what it means to have the entire universe? The sun, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. I'll give you the world. Listen, it's rooting for your relationship. It's working together for your relationship to grow. I don't know about anybody else, but I know this for me. See, this, I would say it's funny, but it's not funny because it's God. It's how God works. Often, we will not have necessary conversations in our relationships because we are afraid of the outcome of the conversation. But if you do not have conversations about stuff, that means that you're just thinking in your head, right? But I need you to know that growth requires communication. Growth requires vulnerability. Growth requires accountability. Growth requires honesty and transparency. Growth requires, it is a requirement for growth to happen. You can't grow spiritually and you don't acknowledge your areas of struggle. But the beautiful thing is that the absolute entire universe, everything. Now, we went to see Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm not going to tell y'all the movie, but you know, I'm going to talk about this piece. There is this place that was created called Counter Earth, right? Counter Earth is the opposite of Earth. It looks like Earth, you know, it's built like Earth. The oxygen is on it like Earth, but it is designed to create a place of perfection, right? Counter Earth. There was the Earth, and then there's Counter Earth, right? So Counter Earth was created to create a perfect Earth because human beings jacked Earth up, okay? In order to get to Counter Earth, they had to go through the galaxy. Guess what? The galaxy is a part of the universe. It's a part of the universe. The galaxy is a part of the universe. Let me show y'all this because people often get confused when people talk about the universe. The universe never replaces God for me. The universe is a direct reflection of God's creative ability because he created the universe, right? And so when I say the entire universe is working for you, what I'm saying is God has required all of his creation to work for you. All of his creation. From the moment when he said, let there be light, the sun. When he separated the land from the waters, the earth, the land and the oceans, the land and the, listen to me, the moon, the stars, everything that God created, all of nature, all of the animals. God literally has set us up for everything in the universe to work for us. When the word of God says the earth groans for the sons of God to arise. Who are the sons of God? We are. It's waiting for us to arise. How do you arise? You understand who you are and the authority that you possess. We have been brainwashed, hoodwinked, and run amok by systems designed to keep us ignorant to God, to us, to who we are and the power that we possess, to our connection with the entire universe. We want to balk when someone says universe, but yet we also, out of the same lips, want to speak to nature and tell the rain to hold up. Do you not know that that's a part of the universe? Do you not? Y'all, I'm trying to do a little science lesson because some people, I think, are confused about what the universe is. The universe is not God, but God created the universe to work for us. I'm just saying, I'm trying to help somebody get some clarity. The universe moves at the bequest of God, at the word of God. The universe moves. The universe does not exist without God creating it. So no, the universe is not God, but God created the universe to work for us. I know people might say, well, Dr. V, that's just semantics. Well, guess what? Semantics matter. Meaning matters. The meaning of words matter. And if you don't have the same meaning for words, you're going to miss what God is saying. You're going to misunderstand what people are saying. God is scaling you. He's scaling us. He's saying, listen, I laid the foundation, and now I need you to put the systems and the processes and the people in place for what I'm about to do. That's what I need you to do. And I don't know about you, but I know for me, there are some things that God has promised me that right now I do not have the systems in place to handle. If it all came at me today, the systems would not be in place. I would be overwhelmed. Angel number 155. So what does that mean? It means that I got to get the systems in place for what God is. See, y'all say, Lord, I want a spouse, but you ain't got the systems in place. You ain't got the foundation laid out for when the spouse comes, for when the mate comes, to be able to handle it, to be able to include them in your life. You're not ready. You're not ready. You think you're ready, but you're not ready. Angel number 155. New opportunities, a fresh start, and having faith in our inner strength to achieve our goals. It also symbolizes hard work and self-discipline, which help us to take action towards our dreams. It carries a special meaning to those who are open to receiving it. It means that new opportunities, let me get it, or new beginnings will soon present themselves. These changes will bring abundance into your, listen, y'all. You want abundance, but you aren't open to the abundance. I'm trying to tell y'all what God is saying to us. He's trying to prepare us for what he's sending our way. And he knows that we're not ready for it. We're not equipped for it yet. We want it, but we don't have the foundation laid. Or now we've laid a foundation, but we don't have the systems and processes in place. Angel number 155 is a symbol of your personal power. Believing in yourself will open up endless possibilities in your life. Be confident in your abilities. Rid yourself of fears and self-doubt. This is a reminder to trust your instincts and intuitions. Know that you are capable of reaching your goals. You are on your way to the fulfillment of your dreams. If your negative self-limiting thoughts are holding you back, then work on overcoming your limiting beliefs and develop a positive outlook. It puts emphasis on changes. Look for small changes you can make in your life that will help you grow. You can learn a new skill or take up a new hobby. You also might want to replace a bad habit with a new habit. These changes will lead you to your life purpose and soul mission, even if you don't understand how right now. I know that God is changing my habits. Do you understand? Because where I'm going and what he's trying to do is going to require a different level of discipline. Angel number 155 is a sign of new beginnings, and this includes your love life. However, it is also a sign of changes, which means that you will start a new relationship soon, but it will be different from your previous relationships, different in a good way. It will be much better. It means to do things differently. If you've looked for a certain type of person in a relationship, consider a different type. If you look for a partner in a specific place or on a specific app, then try a new one. When you start your new relationship, then try something different. Think about mistakes you've made in the past and make an effort not to repeat them. Y'all, listen to me. Listen. I want y'all to hear me clearly. Stop running from mistakes you made in the past. Really dissect your relationships and try to see what are the common things that have happened in relationships or have been said in relationships. If everybody that you've been in a relationship with have said the same thing, chances are there's some truth to it. Now, you can try to run from it, you can do whatever, but I'm telling you, chances are there's some truth to it. So what do we need to do? We need to pay attention so we don't repeat the same mistakes and find ourselves back in the same place. Different type might be right. All things new. Come on. Look. When you understand that the moment you accept responsibility and accountability for where you find yourself in life and the failure, quote unquote, of things in your past, whether it be relationships, jobs, businesses, whatever, then you now have the authority to create something different. Until then, as long as it's about everybody else, it's about the circumstances, it's about this, about the, listen, no, it's about you. It's about you. It's about you. You have to evolve. You have to grow. I have to evolve. I have to grow. It's why I come out here and tell y'all my business. It's why I say what I say, because I'm holding myself accountable for my own growth. You got to be accountable. You got to be accountable. We have to be accountable. Babe, you ready for your shot? I'm going to pour you first.
Shoot me.
I'm going to pour you first. Yes, Darnell. Transparency and accountability. He had to do his dance every time, y'all. Cheers.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all, God is trying to take us somewhere. It's up to us and the work that we personally do to determine whether or not we'll get there. However you saw yourself in the last season, be honest with yourself about the things about you. Yeah, y'all missed the fancy footwork because listen, let me tell y'all something. My husband be like this. Like them things, them big yellow things that with the arms that be on the side of the road. That's how my husband be. After he take his shot, he be like, y'all, it is so amazing to watch. I just be cracking up. Y'all, listen. God is trying to get us somewhere. We're not going to get there doing the same thing that we've always done. It's going to require us to do some things differently and become another version of us. And I'll say this, scalability is important, right? Scalability is important. Are you able to scale what you do? That's where systems and processes come in. Listen, God is going to scale you to give you the capacity to handle and to hold that which he desires to send into your life. That means that you need to look to do something different. Look in different places. Today, yes, baby, learn from your mistakes and change it so it's a lesson, not make them anymore. If you keep making the same mistake and not learn from it, yeah, it's a whole problem. It becomes you. Come on now. Come on. You preaching right there. Today at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing the Finding Your Wealth God's Way workshop. It's a 2-hour workshop. Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all what I know. What I know is God just dropped something else into it, right? This is what God do. He just dropped something else into it. Now, let me say this. I have some amazing classes. I teach some amazing stuff. It's life-changing. But I do not have the systems in place to handle the number of people that God wants to send. That's just real talk. I don't have the systems in place. I don't have things set up for it. I'm not prepared for it. So I don't need to wonder why it's not happening. It's not happening because I don't have what's necessary for it to grow to the level that God wants it to grow. Can we just be real and be honest? Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. So right now, the way it's set up, I can handle what I get. But when I create the ability to handle what has not yet shown up, then it can show up in my life. I still have some seats left. Why? Because I did not advertise it. I've talked about it, but I didn't advertise it. I didn't really put it out there. Listen, can we just be honest and real today? Can we be honest and real? Can we be honest and real? So, on the one hand, I'm saying I want people to register. On the other hand, my actions are not giving people a space to register. If you missed the live, you missed it. If you weren't on, you don't know. That's real talk. So what I'm doing is I'm sending mixed messages out into the universe. You know, the universe that God requires to work for us. He's causing to work for us. I'm sending it mixed messages. So now it don't know what to do. It's conflicted. 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 Somebody type the link in the comments for me, please. bit.ly/finding wealth. If you have not registered, I get it. I understand. Like, how would you know other than I said it a few times on my lives, right? So what I know is that there are people who need what I have, but I'm not making it easy for them to find it. Come on, somebody. Come on. We're talking about being honest and being real. Because could it be, I'm just posing questions. Could it be that a part of me is really afraid of what's going to happen when I'm found? Oh, God. Could it be that I'm afraid? Rashay, April put it in the comments. Okay. Evelyn, it's L-Y. It accidentally hit an M and it's all together. Yeah. There you go. Yes, Christina. My husband said, I want to stop smoking, but every time the pack empty, I go get another pack. Listen. Stephanie said, come on, you are the blueprint. Can I just tell y'all that God has really been dealing with me about that. Why I show up the way I show up, why I do what I do, why I say what I say. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. When we're honest with ourselves, it gives God space to deal with the things that we struggle with, whether consciously or subconsciously. April said, yes, you are. That was in one of my prophetic words, that you are the blueprint. Honestly, honestly, being the blueprint makes me nervous because it means that I really gotta watch what I'm doing, right? I gotta live what I'm talking about. And there's another level of accountability that I don't necessarily want that I have. And I know I'm the blueprint, and he told me he's giving me the blueprint to help people navigate destiny, not just life, but destiny. It's like being the map, not having the map, but being the map. Knowing that people are going to follow the instructions, the path, It's why I can't continue to operate in this duality, double-mindedness that prevents me from really getting systems. And this is when I knew that God was doing something new in me. When I reached out and said, I need systems, because I traditionally do not like systems. I don't like, it's a struggle for me. It's been a struggle for me in the past. So to put systems in place, but not just any system, not just duplicating someone else's system, but getting a system specifically geared towards me and how I do what I do, but making it scalable. If God is scaling me, it means I'm going to deal with more people at a time. If God is scaling me, it means that I'm going to deal with more money coming in at a time. I looked at my month in review and what I made for the month. And my check had a comma in it. My check had a comma in it. You know, had a comma. It was a nice little number, you know, middle range. But this is what I realized. I realized that in order to see growth, you must first know where you are. And the last time God did this was July of 2020. He told me, he said, I need you to look at your numbers. And I was like, God, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. It was when I left my husband. I made the decision I was leaving the house and I needed to get a place to live. And I said, God, I don't know how I'm going to get a place to live. You know my credit score. God, you know, I don't have no regular stable money. You know, I don't like, my money comes from my classes. I wasn't teaching. I was teaching, but you know, I would have gaps and lulls. So he said, I need you to look at your money. And I looked at my money and I realized, that's when I realized that during the pandemic, over the span of 3 months, that I made $30-some thousand in 3 months. Did you hear what I said? 30-some thousand. 3 months. 30-some thousand. Because God gave me an idea, told me to teach a class that broke off into other classes. And I did it while giving people skills and tools they needed to accomplish things that they wanted to do that would allow them to make money. 30,000, 3 months in the pandemic. It was one of my most prosperous seasons in the pandemic. This is why I tell you all, listen, when God is preparing you for what's coming, heed the preparation call. If God is saying he's scaling us, something is coming. Do y'all hear what I'm telling you? Something is coming, and it's going to require you to be prepared for the influx and the onslaught that you are going to get. But you must have the things in place to be able to receive what he's trying to send you. You got to have the things in place. Rashay said, I've been broken, but my faith has not changed. I never questioned God. Got a promotion on June 7th and fired on June 9th. Had my third heart attack Monday. So many people look at me as a testimony, but how do I help others when I'm not healed? I've been tithing and reading and praying more, but I'm getting knocked back. So I hate to say this, boy. I hate to say this. My God. I gotta say it though. Where you put your seed matters. Where you put your seed matters. When I tell you that God has been confirming for me the power of connection to me, financially, romantically, emotionally, spiritually, like physically, like yesterday, there were 3 people that got unexpected money in our Destiny Driven A Journey to Greatness class. We were talking about finances. That's where we were starting. We were starting our financial unit, right? But God had me do something different. He didn't have me immediately talk about the money. We talked about our progress and our progression, and we celebrated each other and ourselves, and we laughed and we had joy. And what happened was that unlocked some things that released money. I need y'all to understand that everything when it comes to money is not just about money, but there's some other things that sometimes needed to unlock and loosen clogs in your money flow. Our money flow is affected by a number of things. I said this the other day. Our money flow is affected by a number of things, but because we think that our money is just about our money, we don't understand the connections between other things and our money, the connections between other things and our health, the connections between all of these things. Where I say what I'm going to say is that God is trying to give you what he has for you, but it's not going to look the way you think it's going to look. But it's going to come with everything you need. It's going to come with everything you need. But in order to get to it, there's some things that have to be shifted. See, what God is trying to get to you is not going to come just on your job. It's just not. There's limitations. You see how, look, you'll see how you got a raise. Look, a raise. How much was the raise? How much was the raise? Put in how much a raise. I ain't trying to be in your business, but if you don't mind, put in how much your raise was. You don't have to put how much you make, but put what your raise was. I'm going to show y'all something. You got a $4 raise on the 7th. And on the 9th, they took your job. So they gave you the illusion and higher leadership positions and more responsibilities and more for you to do for $4 more an hour. Okay? Listen. That's right, baby. It's happening for you, not to you. Listen. Let me tell you. So when we put our hopes, our dreams, our financial security in a job, okay? There are limitations in how much God can do at a time. But when you have an open-ended opportunity, when you have an open-ended account, like with my coaching, teaching, because like that's open-ended. I can make however much. Right? You know why? Because I'm tapping now into the wealth inside of me. When I teach a class, I make a certain amount for each class I teach. Doesn't matter how many students are in the class. Well, once it reaches full class size, okay? 7 students and above, I'm going to make the same amount of money. That means that I make the same amount of money teaching 25 students as somebody else makes teaching 7. Did y'all hear what I said? They're grading 7 papers. I'm grading 25. Listen to me. That's my regular steady money. So that when I teach, I know exactly what I'm going to make. I already know like each one of my checks, what they're going to be, right? With my business, I have unlimited opportunity. See, if God moved you from limited, that means he's trying to give you unlimited. That means he's trying to show you the wealth in you. He's trying to show you the wealth in you. And what he wants to do is give you a raise, not a $4 an hour raise, but he wants to give you a raise that matches the wealth that is inside of you, but it's going to require you to find that wealth in you and to monetize it so that you can truly have unlimited possibility. Oh, this is where you say, God, I thank you for the unlimited possibility. God, I thank you for the abundance. See, abundance mentality is different from poverty mentality. When we have the poverty mentality, we want a job. But when we have an abundance mentality, we want an opportunity. They're two different mindsets. I'm not saying one is right and one is wrong, but you're going to get what you're going to get with each of them. Poverty mentality will get you a job. It's going to get you a regular paycheck. You're going to know what you're going to make. But abundance mentality gets you opportunity and possibility that is unlimited and unending. The problem is that when we get opportunity, we won't work opportunity like we work our job. We won't work opportunity like we work our job. Our job that we know we only gonna make this much an hour, and then we got opportunity where it's unlimited, and we won't work in opportunity the way we work in job. If we work the opportunities that God gives us, if we work those things inside of us, those wealth generating things inside of us, the way we work on somebody else's job who tells us when to come in and when to check out, when we gonna get paid, how much we can make, when you can go to the bathroom, when you can take a break. If we did that with us and our stuff, if we would find the wealth in us, we would not have to worry about money. We're walking ATMs, walking bank accounts. We don't even realize it. But because we don't realize it, the enemy drains us, building someone else's fortune and someone else's wealth and someone else's abundance. This is something that amazes me, right? So I absolutely love network marketing, right? Why? I love people, I love talking to people, and I love helping people. Everybody is not going to be able to afford my coaching. They're just not. That's just a fact. It's a reality, okay? Everybody might not even see the need for it, right? But what network marketing does is it allows me to help people grow and prosper and have somebody else pay me. It allows me to combine my efforts with the efforts of others to accomplish great goals together. It allows us all to win together, right? Just by combining our individual efforts to create a collective push and breakthrough. Let me show you this. People will say, that's a pyramid. That's a pyramid. I don't want nobody else making money off me. Whole time going to a job every day where someone else is making millions off of your efforts and paying you $12, $50, $15, $20 an hour. But they're making millions. I need you to help me make it make sense. How you can go on this job and spend all of this energy and effort doing something to make someone else wealthy, but say, you don't believe in no pyramids. You ain't trying to be a part of a pyramid, but you're a part of the greatest pyramid scheme that has ever existed, which is a job. You have a CEO, and I don't care how hard you work, you'll never become that CEO. You may advance in rank, but even then, as you advance, you're going to get a salary. And with that salary, no matter how much work you do, you're going to get paid the same amount of money. No matter how many hours you put in, you're going to get paid the same amount of money. Your salary is your salary. What your salary means, and this is what being salaried is. Being salaried is getting paid a certain amount of money and having to work as many hours as needed to get the job done. Now, I don't know about nobody else, but that's the whole trick, right? At least when you are hourly, you get paid by the number of hours that you work. When you're salaried, you can work 80 hours in 2 weeks. No, you can work 120 hours in 2 weeks and get paid that same salary that you would get paid if you only worked 80. But you got an extra 40 hours on there that you're not getting paid for. Somebody's benefiting from that. Somebody's prospering from that. 9 years working for this company and working 60 hours a week. Look, I ain't trying to make y'all do nothing. I ain't trying to convince y'all to do nothing, but I want you to look at the logic that we use when we're looking at things. I'm going to tell you, this is why network marketing has produced more millionaires than all of the professional sports, acting, all of that combined. That's the NFL, the NBA, the NHL, the National, what's the basketball association? Baseball. Baseball, all of them combined with the entertainment industry. Listen, network marketing has made more millionaires. Why? It gives ordinary people an opportunity to build a business without having to lay out all of the infrastructure. You know how we were talking about the systems and God is scaling us? See, this is what I love about God. This is what I love about God. When you can be a part of a business and you can have the systems already in place. See, for my business, I got to put systems in place. When you be a part of a business, the systems are already in place for you so that it can scale easily. Baby, that to me, especially if it's something that I use, it's a no-brainer. I'm not paying for anything that I'm not making money off of because I know I'm going to talk about what I use. I don't just talk about what I use when I'm going to make money off of it. I talk about what I use, what I do, because I'm always trying to help somebody. I'm just saying. It may not be for you. And let me say this, because I'm going to tell y'all something. As people, we're funny to me, right? So when people tell me, you know, I can't sell, but you're selling all the time. You tell people, have you tried those new refreshers at Wawa? Baby, them things are fire. Have you tried that Wawa coffee? Baby, that's that Wawa smoothie. Baby, that every time you open your mouth to tell somebody how amazing something is, you selling it for somebody else to make the money. So if I know that I'm going to talk about what I do, especially if it works. Y'all, yesterday, you know, we normally eat spaghetti squash. I'll make spaghetti squash. I cut it in half. He gets a half. I get a half, right? I create the stuff that goes in the middle. I tend to like Alfredo. I'll saute some vegetables, put some Alfredo sauce on it, toss some shrimp in it. Baby, I tossed some shrimp in it yesterday, baby. That was new for me. Normally, it's just vegetables, right? Toss some shrimp in it. Bake the spaghetti squash. Then I put the stuff in. I put butter on it and seasoned it while it was baking, right, with the aluminum foil over it, took it off. Then I put the stuff on the inside and then put the cheese on it. I put some cheddar cheese. I put some Parmesan, put it in the oven, let it bake, right? Took it out. Baby, we eat. My husband, my babe, this is good. Oh, baby, you really don't put your foot in it this time. Oh, you put the scrimp in it? He didn't say scrimp. He said shrimp because he knows how to say the word, right? So I put the shrimp in it. It was good. Y'all, normally I can eat an entire half of a spaghetti squash 2 days in a row. Not 2 days in a row, but 2 times in a row because I fixed it twice in the past 3 days. I could only eat half of it. Yesterday, I was trying so hard to eat it all that I made myself almost sick trying to eat it. Do you know why I couldn't eat it? This and this. When I tell you this and this have cut my appetite. I was so mad I couldn't eat it. I said, what in the world? But I was trying to eat it all. I still got half of a spaghetti squash in there that I plan on eating, baby. Don't eat my spaghetti squash, okay? All right, bad yours. Let me eat mine. The other day, I gave him my other half. I said, babe, you want this? Because I can't eat it, right? I ate even less yesterday because of this. Now, that means I'm going to use this. Why? I need my calories intake cut and my metabolism boosted, right? So, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm doing. So, this increases my metabolism and gives me my B vitamins. B vitamins help with what? Mood, energy, focus, clarity, right? I'm going to do that. Listen, this is going to give me energy. This give me my extra boost. So yesterday, I started feeling tired. Listen, I know I'm going to the movies, and I know the movie is 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm going to need this. So yesterday, instead of sleeping through a third of the movie, I slept for about 4 to 5 minutes of the whole movie. And my husband said, well, the part you saw, I saw the majority of the movie, sir, this time. I can honestly say that because I took this before, right? These are things I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that my skin looked like it looked because of this, right? I'm going to tell you that my skin is glowing and glistening and I'm looking younger because of this, right? I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you. And it doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you. So what sense does it make for me to use these amazing products? I'm going to tell you that my vision seems to be getting clearer because of this. I'm going to tell you that I'm able to sleep because of one of these. So what sense does it make for me to do all of that? And the company make money, but me not make no money. That don't make sense to me. That's just to me. But what I know is we say we don't sell and we're always selling. If you're an ambassador for a company, you're selling. You're just selling for somebody else. You may get discounts. You may get some free product. You're just not getting necessarily paid. We're always selling. We sell Jesus. Did y'all know that we sell Jesus? Yeah. When you talk about the goodness of God and you invite people to church, you're selling them on the idea that their life will be better with Jesus than without him. We're selling. But even if you don't sell, my thing is I want a discount. Can I get my stuff wholesale? I want wholesale product. I want it wholesale. I don't want to play full price. I don't want to do that. I'm just saying, because I'm a numbers person, when I saw the power of people working together and what you can do and what you can accomplish and how it can help everybody, with everybody just doing a little bit, it changed my whole concept of life, business, the world. And for me, because I'm so much about entrepreneurship and economic empowerment, that's empowering people to be their own economy, to change your personal economy, right? It's big for me. That was huge for me to see the level of impact possible, even though I hadn't attained it. So God showed me something in the power of numbers and the power of mindset, right? Jesus knew this. Jesus knew that he couldn't get the word out by himself. And he knew that he was going to have to leave. So he knew that there needed to be some people who could carry the message of the good news, the gospel, forward. So he chose 12. And when he chose those 12, he saw them with their flaws. He saw them with their issues. Listen, Jesus began to teach them how to become who they needed to be, who they were created to be by God, to walk in dominion. And you see the dominion really show up when in Acts chapter 2. Oh, y'all finna make me preach. In Acts chapter 2, when Jesus told them, I need you to go and I need you to wait in the upper room. And I'm going to send your help. I'm going to send a comforter, right? And when they were up there and the Holy Spirit fell and it landed like tongues of fire. Listen to this. I want y'all to catch this. I want y'all to catch this. Those people that were in that room, when the Holy Spirit fell upon them, they were able to reach people who didn't speak their language because the people heard what they were saying in their own native tongue. Listen to me. We get tongues all twisted and everything, but listen. They were able to understand what the person was saying in their own native tongue, which means that they were able to evangelize people whose language that they didn't speak, with languages that they never learned, and they were able to impact the world. And when Jesus sent them out before he left, when they were in training, right? He sent them out in twos. Why? There's something about the power of two. Listen, there's something about the power of two. The word of God says one can put 1,000 to flight, but two can put 10,000. I didn't say 2,000. It said two can put 10,000 to flight. So when I talk about numbers, I need you to elevate your number mindset. I know you thinking if one can do 1,000, then two can do 2,000. No, 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 no. God is talking about exponential growth. If one can put 1,000 to flight, two can put 10,000 to flight. Apply the principles to the world of business. Okay, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. I'm just talking about the power of two. I'm just talking about the power of two. There are things that I can do with my husband that I was not able to do alone. The power of two. If you have a business model that's built on the power of two, listen, I wish people could really understand the spiritual significance of the power of two. I wish people could understand the spiritual significance of the exponential growth. I wish people could understand the spiritual significance of reaching the masses. If you want to reach the masses, you know, there's something about two that gives a different reach. And everything ain't for everybody. But God always showed me, he showed it. I saw it. I saw my network marketing funding the things that I'm passionate about. Like I always saw that. The ministry, my school, that I saw that. That's God showed me that. It never happened the way that I thought it would happen. I never got it to the place that I wanted to get it. But God has been showing me some things that had to change and shift in me, in my location, in my connection, in order to position me and make me scalable. So that everything that I was learning was to prepare me for this moment. For this moment. He had to allow me to be a top money earner in a company. He had to allow me to experience that. Like in a quick period of time, like a boom. I said, whoa, hold up. He had to allow me to gain the confidence and the skills and the self-development for where he has me now. And I'm going to say this boldly, right? I'm going to say this boldly and confidently. What God is going to do with me in this season, in this business endeavor, is going to blow my mind and the minds of people around me. And people are going to be trying to figure out, how did it happen like that? And how did it happen that quickly? And I see it. You know why? Because it's not just me. It's two. It's not just me putting the effort in. It's two. And what we're going to be able to do and how we're going to be able to balance each other out. Already, I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay then, okay. Us. And for those who are connected to us, listen to me. I need y'all to hear me. For those that are connected to us, you too can see that kind of growth, that kind of movement. Why? It's built for you to succeed and not for you to fail. I literally watched a couple have somebody placed under them from another country. And in 24 hours, they had 100 people under them. What? Literally. So I know what's possible. Yes, Darnell, proximity and connections matter. Absolutely. You all, I need you to find your wealth God's way. Now, my wealth and your wealth may not be the same, but I'm telling you, you have wealth inside of you, like I have wealth inside of me. The question is, will you find it? I'm not saying everybody got to do what I do. No, I'm not saying that by any stretch of the imagination. We all have what, that's my vein. Like when I'm in that, baby, I'm like, that's me all day. That's me all day. I can do that all day with ease because I love it. I love how it allows me to help other people. I love it. I love that it allows me to speak life into other people and be compensated by someone else for doing it. I love it. If you want to find your wealth God's way, sign up for this class, bit.ly/finding wealth. It's today from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Afterpay is available. That's $25 now, and then $25 every 2 weeks. Y'all, come on. You're worth it. If you really want to see growth exponentially, go ahead and get the VIP. The VIP is $150, right? So instead of 25, that is, y'all help me, 150 divided by 4 is about 375, something like that. 3750, about 3750 every 2 weeks. But what I'm going to tell you is this, y'all, it is well worth the investment for what God is getting ready to do. Angel number 1212, I'm getting ready to look it up because it's the date my husband proposed to me. It is also a part of our business website. Angel number 1212. Angel number 1212 is thought to represent prosperity, contentment, and joy. If you're seeing this number repeatedly, it's a good indication that you have either reached these in your life or you're about to. It could also serve as a wake-up call. Hold on. If you've been focusing on things you don't have instead of the things you do have and have found yourself to be less than satisfied, seeing the number 12 in this pattern could mean that you need to change your perspective. 12 is associated with growth and enlightenment. If you break it down to 1 and 2, you would get the meanings of new beginnings and patience. The number 1212 can then be represented by double portions of new beginnings and patience. Adding those separations together would make 3, which represents one's feelings and connections. Connections? Connections? Okay. It is a positive number when it shows up in your life. You can expect to feel happier with where you're headed and more content with how far you've come. It can be a sign for you to change how you are living, not to worry. This doesn't have to be a drastic change, but it's an indication that you are at a point in your life where you are ready to step out of your comfort zone and enter into those goals you've been putting out. Listen, don't miss what God is doing in your life in this season. Don't allow fear, don't allow doubt, don't allow not understanding how you're going to do it or how it's going to happen to stop you. Baby, God said that in the month of July, he is scaling you, which means that he's prepping you and priming you for massive growth and the ability to handle it with ease. And I'm here for it. Make sure you register for the class today from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. bit.ly/finding wealth. bit.ly/finding wealth. Let's get this wealth. Let's get this prosperity. Let's get this abundance that God has for us, including an abundance of joy. I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Let's make July amazing. Remember, this whole month, God is scaling you. You guys be blessed. Know that I love you to life and life more abundant. Mwah.